Welcome investors! Today we'll be talking about predictions. I got the question under one of my videos about predictions for the stocks of all industries. But I would like to focus only on two industries because those two industries I can talk about with bringing some value to you, because I would say I have some skin in those industries. I own the stocks of from those industries, and I have some knowledge. I would say some unique knowledge about those industries. So I would like to focus on information technology industry and on defense industry. So maybe let's start with information technology industry. So as everybody knows, information technology for past year is down. Alphabet is down 25%. Amazon is down 32% for past year. So this is actually right now a great time to buy those two stocks which I just mentioned, because those are trillion-dollar companies. They don't need financing because most of the recent slowdown in global market is because interest rates went up. So the companies have trouble to obtain the loans, to do the refinancing. But if you look at those two huge companies, they don't really need financing because they have a lot of money on hand. But they were swept with all market downturn. So like the rest of the companies in IT industry, they went down. But they really don't have competition. If you look at the Alphabet, Google, or if you look at the Amazon, there is really no competition. And if there is any competition coming up, most likely will be bought by those companies. So those two companies are great buys right now. As of right now, I own 565 shares of Alphabet and 130 shares of Amazon. And during next couple weeks, I'm going to spend $20,000 to buy additional shares of either Alphabet or Amazon, because this is unique time, great time when those great companies are down, and I don't want to miss this opportunity. This is a time when contrarian investors are striking, and I am a contrarian investor. So this is a time for me to buy those companies. I was not really a big fan of IT companies for many years in the past, but right now those companies became so cheap and so attractive that it's inevitable. Whatever you put in those two companies, within a year, 2-3, you will basically gain, you will make some money of those companies. So it's no question. Those are the last companies on earth which are going to go belly up. So right now let's go to the defense industry. Defense industry is another great industry, but right now it is already very pricey. And I own Raytheon Technology, and my shares of Raytheon are already 25% up. I own General Dynamics, and General Dynamics is already 54% up. I also own Northrop Grumman. Northrop Grumman is 45% up. So of course, war in Ukraine caused that those companies are having extra stimulation to do extra production. But if you're looking from the perspective of contrarian investor to buy some of them, it is not a good time because the prices of them already went up. I was buying those companies during past couple years. Right now I'm not buying any more defense industry companies because they are already very expensive. A couple more observations about defense industry and war in Ukraine. What Russia did, and particularly President Putin did, he did the huge favor for American defense industry. Of course, this is an unwanted consequence of his actions, which he probably never dreamed of. But what he did, he created for decades the best customer for US defense industry, for US defense contractors. I'm talking here about Ukraine. Ukraine is going to be 100% customer for Raytheon Technology, for General Dynamics, for Lockheed Martin, for Northrop Grumman, and so on. They will be buying F-16, they'll be buying F-18s, they will be buying F-35s, everything, wherever US industry will allow them to buy all the newest technology. They won't even go to Germany or anywhere else, because as you can see, right now Germany is speaking about sending them tanks. They are not really on the board, they are considering, and Ukrainians are watching this. So when the dust settles down, Ukraine is going to be oriented towards United States defense industry. And this, of course, will translate into the billions of dollars of revenue for those companies. Because some of these weapons right now Ukraine is getting for free, but most of them in the future they will have to pay for them. And Ukraine will be for decades great customer for those defense industry. I'm not saying this lightly, because right now many people is dying, many people is suffering in Ukraine, and it is a fault of Vladimir Putin, because he is the only one who made this decision, who decided to create the legacy for him. He had everything for past 23 years. He ruled Russia like a czar. He had everything, all the wealth on the world. So he really didn't need it for any military or strategic or defense purposes to invade Ukraine. Ukraine was not a threat to Russia. He just decided to go for, because he always believed that the Ukraine is a part of Russia. It turned out that the Ukrainians didn't really wanted to welcome Putin and his soldiers with the flowers, and everybody see what is going on. But coming back to the defense industry will be a great buy. Like I said, not right now, maybe in the future some of the stocks will go down, but as of right now it already went up because of the events in Ukraine, because of the invasion of Russia on the sovereign territory of Ukraine. Okay, so this is my take about those two industries. Information technology is down on its knees, and it's a great time to buy, and I'm gonna be loading more for next couple weeks. I'm gonna be just watching, because the prices of Alphabet and Amazon for past week went up, but I'm patient. I'm gonna wait until Alphabet is gonna go down to around 85, maybe 83. Right now it's closer to 100, so I'm a kinda cheap person. I don't want to buy for 100. I'm gonna wait until I have more leverage for 85. Not a big difference, but I kind of like those games. I kind of like waiting. It's a little bit exciting to see how the prices goes up and down. But I think for next couple months we'll still have opportunity to scoop up those companies at the great price, because near future, for next couple months, we might step into the recession and those prices might go down more, which would be a great time. What is important is to have some cash on hands right now and just wait for the opportunities. Like I said, information technology, great place to right now buy. Those two companies, I'm not talking about some startups, because information technology is a very tricky industry, and to kind of hit the company which is going to be another Google or is going to be another Amazon, it's like winning the lottery. So those two companies which are already established, which are trillion-dollar companies, are great buys. Just want to add couple my comments about another huge information technology, which is Facebook, and right now it's called Meta. I don't like this company. The reason why I don't like this company is that because their founder, Mark Zuckerberg, is still at the helm. He's still CEO. And it looks like he's making the bad decisions. Maybe he was good when he was starting the company, but right now there should be a transition of power. He should do the same things like Larry Page and Sergey Brin did in Google, the same like Jeff Bezos did in Amazon. But it looks like Mark Zuckerberg doesn't understand this. He thinks that he's a king, that he can make the best decisions, and this is not a good idea. You have to have transition of power. It kind of reminds me of Russia. You have one guy for 23 years on the top. If you are on the top for that long, you just are in the bubble. You are getting disconnected from reality, and you are starting to make wrong decisions. And look at this, what he decided to do. He decided to invade Ukraine, Vladimir Putin, because he's in the bubble. He didn't know in what kind of shape is his army. He didn't know capabilities of his army. Right now he found out. So kind of similar situation in Meta. Mark Zuckerberg made many wrong decisions because he stayed too long at the top. And he was thinking that he knows the best how to lead the company to be successful. But it looks like now like the company lost more than 50% in value, which is really, really awful. So that's the reason why I don't like this company, because basically this young man doesn't understand that there are another people who can do much better job, who can lead, those people can lead his creation to the better future. It looks like he doesn't understand this simple concept. Okay, thank you so much for watching this quick video. If you have any comments or suggestions, or if you disagree with me, please write this down in the comments section. I would love to read your comments, and I really enjoy reading and learning from your comments. And of course, if you like the video, give me a thumb up, subscribe to the channel for more video coming in, and like always, stay healthy and well.